What's up, guys? Kind of quiet day today. We put on some new positions that I'll talk to you about here in the video. A lot of people kind of gave me feedback from the lights saying that they're cool or I'm a dork. Both are entirely possible. They are green. I have them set to green today because I think the market is going to start to move up. I don't yet have a name for my buddy on the wall here. I got a couple good ideas, but if you have any, throw them in the comments below. We put on some long positions today, hence the green lights. Let's dive in. We'll start with the S&P, we'll go to crude, and then a couple stocks and positions we're holding. So we're looking at the S&P on the 3-hour chart. The downtrend is just about over. That began back at the end of April. So it's gotten real choppy. All your momentum indicators are diverging. It's just basically losing momentum on the downside. So it looks to be we're going to have a bit of a rally up towards around 2100 based on the Elliott wave count. Now, if you're not into Elliott wave and there's all this voodoo stuff and it's too complicated, no problem, just leave it with us, okay? I'll do the heavy lifting for you. So this is the path that we're gonna be following, looking for a little pullback here in wave 2, down around 2040 to 2035 in your SPX, that's your cash market. Then we'll get a little 5-wave move up to 2100. Now, if I'm wrong, I think then we'll just continue through 2100 and we go back to the highs, okay? But for now, we'll just take it one step at a time and get up towards around 2100. To the crude oil market here on the daily. The way I'm looking at this chart is one significant correction right in here bisects the chart. So I'm calling the first push up A, that first major correction B, and then we're rallying up in C. Equality or equal distance traveled in A compared to ongoing C is this green level, about $56.70. Okay, that's going to be the starting point for a good A equals C correction. If we continue through 100%, then the Elliott wave trend stuff starts kicking in, and then you're going to look for a 1.618 projection, which is beyond that level. But for now, let's just take it like the S&P, one step at a time, up to 56.70. We also have a smaller fib, which is this is the external retrace on a B, up in C. That's going to help form the zone around $56 to $57. We're holding the first zone of fib resistance, as you see, right around the 48 mark, but I think that's going to be broken. So we're holding some USO. I had a call butterfly on that did not work. I carried some in the money calls, long calls in, and I got assigned the stock. I had 2,800 shares. I cut it down to 1,400. I'm just going to keep it. See if we can get up and eventually break that $50 mark to get up to that fib resistance zone around 56 that I just mentioned. So it looks like crude oil could continue higher. Netflix, we also put this trade on with customers today. Here's what's going on in Netflix. We held a nice little zone of fib support down there, and it looks like we're going to try to move up towards around 100. So I'm taking this one real slow as well because, again, I'm not totally convinced the market's going to break out. We just put a half position on here out in the June monthlies. We did the 93.96 call debit spread. We paid whatever the difference is, $3.97 minus $2.48. That's what we paid for the spread. Okay, so Netflix looks like it could move up. And then the other one that looks like it's even coming back from the brink is Apple. Believe it or not, I thought Apple was going to get down into these mid-80s, down into the mid-80s. Let me get myself out of the way. So it's going to be right here into the mid-80s. Looks like a fair chance of a high-pressure storm right around in here. No, just kidding. We didn't get it. We got down to 89 area. And I've talked about Apple kind of into this mid-80 area on CNBC and here on the free video. And like the Apple fanboys just came out of the woodwork and just skewered me. Listen, like I'm not trying to hate on Apple. Like I like it. I just went full on Apple. The only computer I have in my office right now that's not Apple is this guy right here, just because it works with this setup. But I have a Mac Pro, I have an iMac there, and I have a MacBook Pro in here. So I'm Apple. Dudes, I like Apple. Trust me, I'm not trying to hate on the company, but the stock didn't look good there for a while. So I'm wondering if kind of did a reverse head and shoulders. I wonder if we can move up and kind of get into this $105 mark. Looks like we're starting to get bullish on the market. We have some positions on with crude and Netflix. Let's take it kind of one step at a time. You're still here? I guess you liked the video. If you did, Go ahead and click the thumbs up button or subscribe to this channel directly below, and you'll get the videos in real time. Or you're gonna have 7 years of bad luck trading and you have to babysit Jake and Brody.